Hi, how you doing today? This is Keith with another fantastic Star Trek review. Today we're going to be reviewing Star Trek, the new movie as directed by J.J. Abrams. My problem with the movie was an in-universe problem with Scotty and Kirk beaming aboard the Enterprise. Once they're on Delta Vega. My problem wasn't that they beamed onto... It wasn't the technical problem of beaming onto the Enterprise while it was at warp. My problem was more of a range issue. If the Enterprise was at warp, they should have been far, far out of range by the time they beamed. I mean, the whole... Yeah. Even by next generation standards, and we're talking 100-some years in the future by the end of Nemesis, the range of the transporter is like 40,000 kilometers.
Plus the calculation to pinpoint where exactly they were at warp that quickly.
Well, like I said, it wasn't so much that they were at warp that bothers me. I could believe that given the right circumstance, if you knew where a ship was going to be, maybe you could beam onto it while at warp. Maybe. You know. But the problem is that I don't think the range of the transporters could handle it.
They would have been there and gone too quickly.
They should have been far out of the they should have been far out of the Vulcan system by then.
Right.
For them to have even hit it. So yeah.
Yeah, I had a problem with it too in that, like, one of the, like, if you're a Star Trek writer and you're having trouble with your script, throw in a transporter problem. Always works. Oh no, the transporter's buffer didn't complete. It's worse than trying to, you know...
Well, they did that earlier too when they were having problems beaming Kirk. And then they had problems beaming Spock's mother.
Right, they had problems beaming everybody except Kirk and Scotty at warp speed. Somehow that one was just simple.
Well, they had Spock who was from the future. Maybe that helped a little bit.
I doubt it. Spock's not a transporter guy. I'm sure he could crunch the numbers real fast.
But I mean, Spock from 100 years in the future probably knows a little bit more about the transporters than even, say, Scotty did at that time. I'm sure Spock's being...
I really don't like them transporting at warp. Just the whole thing, I don't like any of it, to tell you the truth. The whole transporting at warp thing. I think that it's one of those things that, like, in modern times would be like, well, yeah, it's, possible on paper to do it, but we couldn't pull it off. Like, that's how that one should be in the Star Trek universe. Like, they could do it, but it would be a bad idea.
Sounds like the transporter was your biggest problem with the whole movie, especially the
I also didn't like... Yeah. Thank you for reminding me. It was too swirly, if you notice. A little less this, a little more this, like a rave. It was just...
Yeah, this really didn't bother me. I don't know. It's an effect. The effect from the transporters has changed with every piece of Trek that's ever been made. They always have a new effect for the transporter. I think the Next Generation did it best, personally, but... what are you gonna do?
The original transporters, the way they did the effect was like they took a bottle of water and they put glitter in it. They shook it up, probably put it in front of a green screen or something, took out the background, and there it was. And that's why it had that sort of sparkly, not.
Was that how they did it? Is that how they did it? That's interesting. Oh, well, that's good to know. You learn something new every day.